Chapter 14. Picking Up Pieces. It was the first time he cried. He hadn't known it was in there. Everything had been shut down completely. It seemed he hadn't thought a conscious thought since the disaster had been set in motion. Dean's words opened the floodgates. When Linda came in, he was racking with sobs. She silently held him until there were no tears left, and he slept, shivering a little in his sleep. The next morning he woke up lucid. Everything still hurt deeply, and the ache in his heart was a real thing, but he could eat, and later Linda helped him out into the sunshine, and he managed to sit on the veranda while she was in the garden. Life slowly came back to him, day by day. There were better days, and days that nearly took him back to the black despair of the first week. There was the funeral. There were too many people, too many voices saying insincere things and gossiping barely out of earshot. He felt the sideways glances scalding his back and clenched back the tears. He vomited afterwards. Then the worst came, when he had to make the decision to go back to the house. It wasn't to stay. It was to pick out the very few personal things and documents to keep. Dean came with him, but the house vibrated darkly with the things that had happened there. He couldn't get out fast enough. It felt like it would eat up his soul if he stayed inside. When they drove away, Dean said simply, "I'll deal with selling the house, Danny. We'll put the money aside for you to get an education in something you want to do. In the meantime, I talked to some friends and pulled some strings. And if you want, you have a job at the airfield as a sort of caretaker. You can stay with Linda and I as long as you want, but there's also a very small cottage included in the position, and enough pay to get by till you feel ready to make decisions." He looked at Dean and almost managed to smile. "Thank you, sir. I can't even begin to think how to repay you. Just live well, Danny. Make us all proud."